Yo guys, Theo here on Common Sense, hoping I'll manage to record this video before the sun completely disappears around the corner. I guess it's cloudy now, but anyway, let's get into it. Today we're going to be answering a question, a frequently asked question, which is, do you lose muscle fasting? So the short answer that really tells you all you need to know, that I will give when people ask me all the time on social media and stuff, is no, you don't. The more truthful answer, short answer, is yes, but it's not useful. That's why I'm talking about short answers. It's not even useful to give a short answer to this question because it's bigger than this. So in this video we're going to get into all of it. How does it work with fasting and the muscle? Do you lose it? So first of all, let's talk about why it doesn't make sense that you'd immediately lose muscle when you don't eat for a few days. How do we get food? Well, we usually have to go get it from somewhere, right? How do we move? Well, we use our muscles. So it doesn't make sense if you have body fat to spare, it doesn't make sense that the body would immediately, when it notices like, okay, we're not getting any energy from the outside, let's just catabolize the one force we have to go get more food, get actual energy. Of course, it will preferentially target the body fat to start with, right? The body is very, very, very smart with how it uses its resources. So that's just a uncommon sense angle on the whole thing. But look, it's like this, losing muscle, it's something the fitness industry has scared you into, that this happens so easily. It's not only with fasting, it's like, oh, you have to undercut, think of this, of course the more mainstream message will be eat every 3 hours, eat protein every 3 hours so you don't get catabolic, or otherwise in a deficit you lose muscle, there's a lot of fear-mongering in the fitness industry in general, but a lot around losing muscle, of course, so that you buy the BCAA or EAA supplement or whatever is going to help you not lose the muscle when you cut. But look, you can lose muscle on a caloric surplus, on maintenance calories, on a calorie deficit. It's not only tied to what you eat, like if you ate a bunch of shit and just laid around all day, you'd gain a bunch of fat and lose muscle because you're not using your muscle. But if you're in a deficit and you eat enough protein and you actually go work out, at a certain point, if you have ridiculously low body fat, like ready to go on contest stage as a bodybuilder basically, well, yeah, at a certain point the body's just not gonna have enough energy stores to tap into, right? So yeah, but as just a person that's just looking to be, lean, nice beach look, you're never gonna get that low, that if you eat enough protein and train, even in a deficit, you're not gonna lose muscle. But okay, on a fast, like, it's like this, the difference with protein and the other macronutrients, carbs and fat, is that we don't have protein stores. It just makes up, an amount of certain tissues like muscle, like skin, bones and stuff like this, but we don't have, like we have muscle glycogen stores and a liver glycogen store, and we have body fat stores. We don't have that with protein. So of course on a fast it might be the case that you lose some muscle, but we're talking nothing that the eye can see. If let's say you do a 72-hour fast, it's possible that it wasn't zero muscle fibers were lost. You might have lost something, but it's going to be so little that you can't even tell. But if you kept doing very, very aggressive fasting, like back-to-back 72-hour fast, and you don't work out, of course you're going to lose muscle at a point, right? I'm saying you might lose a little bit from that, but if you eat and train properly after a fast, you're not gonna lose muscle. But yeah, I had a woman, I think, I don't know, a long time ago now, but commented on one of my videos and said that she had lost a lot of weight fasting, both fat and muscle. And I asked her if she had worked out during the time, and she hadn't, so there you go. That's how you have to treat it, If, it depends on who you are, of course, but if you are afraid of losing muscle when doing fasting, well, consider doing a less aggressive routine so you don't go for too long without eating protein and training, and maybe even consider, taking a break from the fasting if you're gonna do more aggressive routines, like say that after a few weeks of very aggressive fasting, you take a week where you feed your body enough protein and you go train, you know, to counteract. If you lost any muscle on the fast, you know, you will now gain that back very easily too. That's another thing with muscle memory in the body. Making completely new muscle gains, it's much more difficult than either maintaining the muscle you have or gaining back muscle that you once had. I have yet to come up with a perfect metaphor for this, but let's put it like this. It's like when you build new muscle, it's like you're putting in more like seeds here that can grow bigger. And if you stop training, you know, the plant or whatever grew the muscle is gonna, you know, become smaller, but you still have the seeds that you put in there, so it comes back quicker, if you see what I mean. So the answer here is you can lose muscle fasting. Like immediately during a fast, you might lose like, you know, a thousandth of your complete muscle mass, but once you reintroduce food and protein and train, you're gonna gain it back immediately. And if you did some very, very aggressive fasting routine where you just don't get in much food in your system and can't train properly in a long time, yeah, you might lose more, but then even then again, if you take a break from it, eat properly, train, you're gonna gain it all back. So yeah. This video was more about answering if do you lose muscle fasting. I have very specific ways how I think about this when I cut with the fasting. So I can make another video with like how do you prevent muscle loss on the fast. Yeah guys, so I guess in that video it would make more sense because I'll tell you what I do with my current cutting routine. I'll just give you a little update on it. You know, I did my just short of 5-day fast last week. Was good. I seem to have lost, I started it at 89 kilos, 84 at the end. Now after, you know, eating again, it's even out at 87. So that's where I'm at right now, 91 at the very start of cutting. Probably goal weight is between 82 and 84 kilos, I guess. So in the next video, where I'm gonna talk about how I do this, how I try to prevent strength and muscle loss on the fast, I'll tell you a little bit more in detail about my whole routine with the fasting and cutting and training and all that. So there you go guys. Please please leave a comment if you have any follow-up questions on any of this or any suggestions for videos. It always helps out. Yeah, the sun is disappearing more and more, so it's a good timing here. Please subscribe for more content about fitness, fasting, losing weight, building muscle, self-improvement, all that kind of cool shit. I was gonna say have a good weekend because it's Friday, but it's probably Sunday when I upload this. I'll be doing a 60-hour fast starting on Sunday, by the way, so probably when you see this I just started a 60-hour fast. So there you go. See you later guys. Peace.